There are people awake. Hey guys, welcome. Sorry for the delay. I just had to quickly nip down and make a cup of tea for the flight, and there will be in-flight snacks. You just got to provide your own. Hey guys. But you can eat whatever you want on the plane. Throw that peanut dust around wherever you may. Yeah. I'm just looking here in this window here. Yeah, okay, so it is 5 o'clock-ish, yeah, 5 a.m. here in Athens, in Greece. I haven't actually flown from Greece before, nor have I ever flown into Bulgaria, which is the Sofia airport. Sofia, something like that. That's where we're going. It's a short flight in that it is around just under a smidge under an hour flight. We will be flying the Greek airline Sky Express in the Fenix A320. There was no elite stream yesterday. On Sunday, I almost made it. I almost got through the day and made it for a stream, but I just got so tired that I couldn't manage it. But I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. And the fact that I just accidentally slept this afternoon for, what was it? 3.5 hours. That's kind of messed things up. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. Right, so first thing I'm having trouble with is moving that jetway over. It doesn't want to go. Doesn't want to move, and it's a shame because it's a glass jetway, so people would be coming in and out of there. And our plane doesn't look like it's where it's supposed to be. It should be on this yellow line. I wonder if adjusting the position of the plane would fix that. I'm just wondering whether Flight Sim has a thing where it will not send the jetway. Let's just shift this thing over a little, as if by magic. And I think we can maybe just twidge it into position. And is twidge a word? I suppose we can make it one, right? Okay, so we'll stick it there on that line. Alright. Let's see now. Because I tell you what the problem is. I think with the airport is that we have two. The gate has a jetway operating. Like every gate on the map, there are two dots to signify each parking space, and there shouldn't be. There should only be one dot. So we are at gate B3. So I'm going to see if GSX can just warp me to what it thinks that is. Let's have a look. Reposition aircraft, and we want to be gate B. And we want 3. Well, you see, that's not heavy. This is a small one. Should we try a different parking? Let's try B13. See, it says here B3. And it's a small.
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
Yeah, I think it's me. Just warp me there. Oh, right, we're definitely out of position now. Yeah. Come on, GSX. Hey, stop it. Stop acting up. Wow. GSX has always had this issue where sometimes it will work. Oh, hello. Sometimes it will work with one click, and sometimes it needs 2 in order to bring the menu out. Is this going to stretch this? Oh, I know these are stretchy little things, but I wonder when the sun's going to come up. Alexa, what time is sunrise in Athens? 5:26. So I did give you a city. Hang on. Okay. Alexa, stop. Okay, so it's at 6:29. So sunrise here is going to be in an hour's time. There's people walking in and out the airport, guys. Let's go check. This one. There's people walking around here. Is this a... Did I download a third-party airport for Athens? Oh. Oh, hello. I don't remember doing that. They're all waiting. That's just... These are the passengers for our plane, I think. They're all waiting for our... Okay, this is kind of cool. Oh, toilet break. Hurry up. We're going to be boarding soon. Right, okay, enough. Let's not faff about too much. We have a plane to set up. Oh, he changed his mind. He must have heard me. Right. Okay, so we're in the Fenix today, so what could possibly go wrong? Mark Shaw, Commander Budman, welcome guys. Hope you're having a good evening, I guess, wherever you are, evening, morning. It is 3 o'clock in the morning here. And I'm as wide awake as a bunny. Whatever that is. Right, now because we've got nice glass jetways, we'll do the GSX boarding. But first we need to see where we're going. I saw a preview today, guys. Well, a preview. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Preview of the fly-by-wire A380. The big one, the big baby. And I have to say, well, I've only seen the cockpit area. Oh God! Oh, it's 3 in the morning.
Thanks you, Bud, for your kind donation of £10. Let's get the jump scare out of the way.
Oh God! It's 3 in the morning, man. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Budman. Oh my God, thank you so much. Wow. Yeah, you got me good there. Okay, I'll give you that one. You bugger. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that as always. Yeah. Yeah, see, these beeps are loud. Let me just turn this down a little. Because my volume is set for daytime, not for 3 in the morning. Right, where's my panel lightage? Oh, I know. Can we do it here? Can't. Can we? No. No. Do you know what? Oh, okay, I remember. I'm gonna say I'm completely in Boeing mode. So these are the eCams. As long as we have everything lit up. Yeah, I see. I need these lights here. What about the... There must be a light under here that lights this up. Oh, 10 p.m. where you are. Just up the road, UK terms. Yes, I guess so. All right, let's get this up. I don't think you would have it like maximum brightness at night anyway. I don't think pilots do that. So. Can I... Yeah, see, I still can't turn this off. I need the the cockpit lights on. Where are they? Yep. Oops. Yeah, not so much the reading light. Been a while since I have done this particular one. I'm looking where the Boeing one is, you see. Can't get my head around that it's in a different place. The only floodlight ones I've seen so far is this one, really. But this is for the main panel, and I need... Honestly, my memory's just so damn bad. Let's turn the light off and see where we are. Yeah, I suppose we'll just have to manage. It's still dark here up here though. Even if we put these lights on completely, like max them out, it's still... There's normally an overhead light. Ah, is it these? No, that's audio. There's normally overhead lights that would light up the thing. Like the reading light, that's not enough. What the hell, man? Alright, let's try and cope without it. I'll just keep my little headlight thing on. Alright, so we want crew supply, ground control to Major Tom, and the 3 navs which you've already got. And then coming down here, we'll set the no smoking signs onto auto, seatbelt signs will be on, and we will arm the exit doors, and let's put the nav lights on. Go away. The wing lights on. Beacon light not required. Strobe light set to auto, and these bottom row we'll leave those for later. And I think the rest is okay for now. Fuel pumps will remain off for the moment. Okay, so there's still data I need to find out from Navigraph and whatnot, so we'll go and pick up that data, and then we'll get the flight plan plugged in. I'm still looking for the light switches. Can't remember where they are. Isn't there one over here? The main floodlight for the not the cabin, cockpit. Oh, I should fly the Airbuses more often. This can't be all it is. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go. So, what's in here? Fuel. Alright, so, well, I know the fuel, so let's get the correct fuel on board. It's 4.3 tons of fuel, so 4,300 kilos. And the passengers, I believe we are about 70% full here. So that's 100. What just happened? 112. Oops. Okay. Guess we'll have to do it from the iPad. Third switch to the right of the APU controls. Label. Oh! Come on. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes, there it is. See, they hid it from me. Ooh, Rusty's just had a bark. That'll come up in a minute. Ooh. Antonio Goncalves just subbed. Hey Antonio, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. On the road to 7,000. Alright, so thank you Antonio, appreciate it. So here we got the weather, and we got the route here, which is great, but we've also, actually that's not the route, that's the weather, sorry, this is the route. Get it right. Alright, let's go into Navi, because there are some bits of informazione that I need. So the first one is out here, this is where we are. So I think it's, oh, wrong one. Although that looks like it's going to work. Yeah, I wanted this one. Nope, I didn't want that one at all. This is the right one. Right, so we're taking off from runway 03 right, which is here. Oh, can I shivel this? Yeah. I make up words, by the way. I'm shiveling it. Panning. Alright, so it's 32 degrees, the runway. 32 degree heading, not temperature. That'd be weird. And the transition out of this airport is departure. Well, we're departing via, it doesn't matter, just pick any. They're all going to be the same. Transition altitude is 9,000. I don't know if you guys can see that in the top corner here. This is where we switch from the standard air pressure to the standard air pressure from the current air pressure. So 9,000 million. Okay. And the ILS frequency and the trans in is what we're going to get from our destination. So let's go back here, and we want Sofia, and we want which one shall I do first? Well, I want the ground charts first, and I want the airport details. Yes, baby. Now we are coming in on a runway 27, which is here. And the heading for that, or course as it will be, is 269. So let's write that down. 269. At least we'll get programmed into the plane a little later. And the transition altitude here is going to be, let's come to arrival. No. Transition altitude. I always get mixed up whether it's going to be on the arrival or on the approach. Okay, let's go back here a second. I want to know what my star is. Vane 4H. Vane 4H is my star. Okay. Cool, cool, super cool. So, if we come to arrival via Vane Fanatec 4H. There we go. That's the one we want. And it should have our transition altitude on here somewhere. Unless it's set by ATC. Transition level by ATC. Oh. The thing is, I won't be communicating with ATC. I'll just set it at 7,000, whatever. Take a guess on that one. Alright, so this will be our route in. Where's the... Oh, okay. Now we're coming in from the south upwards, so we'll probably be coming in Vanet, yep. And then we'll be taking this route, I guess. It'll all play out when we put the route on the plane, so I guess that's how we're coming in. Okay, so we're coming in via ILS runway 27, if there is one, please let there be one. Category 2 and 3 ILS-Z runway 27. That'll do me. Alright, so what do we know from this chart then? What can we glean from this? Well, again, it does tell us the inbound course heading, which is great. Rubiv will be the last waypoint, I guess, the main waypoint before we get in. Also, we have the ILS frequency, which is 109.5, and the runway elevation is 1,745. 1,745 feet is how high the runway is above sea level, and the decision altitude for a category 2 landing. What What's going on here? Oh, touchdown. Yep. Well, right. What this means is that at the touchdown point, not the touchdown, but the threshold, I think, the plane needs to be 50 feet above the ground. Yeah, that's what that means. I don't get this. This I understand. 184. Is this 50 feet above the runway altitude? Is that what that means? 50 above? It must do, right? Because 1845, which is the decision altitude, is 100 above the runway altitude. So this must be 50 above. So a Cat 3 is when the plane is going to auto land. And so the decision altitude can be seemingly later. But we're going to do a Cat 2, so it's going to be 1845 feet. So, yeah, once we get under 100 feet from the off the altitude of the runway, there's no turning back. Right, so I think I have all the information I need now, I believe. So, this is good. Oh, do we have a sketchy little thing here? Oh. Cool, I didn't know I could do that. Alright. Right, let's go back. And we want to go to... back here. Now I've imported the route. I don't think it plugs it into the plane though. No. So let's go back to here. I want departure. Performance. I see perf and I think preferences, but it really isn't. Okay, so the iCow of where we are is Algarve. Runway 3 right. Runway surface is dry. Flap config is going to be 2. Force toga, no. Anti-ice, no. Packs on. I think they're going to be on auto anyway. Takeoff weight. Synchronize with the load sheet. There we go, that'll be easier. And put the weather in. And calculate. Right, so there's my VR speeds. But hold on a minute there, boy. This takeoff weight, I presume, includes the cargo and passengers. Yeah. Well, it better. Talking of which, let me see if I can remember where this is. Oh, you're not going to put the weather details on here, are you? Huh. Cool. Right. Bear with me, guys. This is the plane I seem to be the least used to. So, mass and balance. Right, we do have 112, and the cargo is 1680. I don't know where it's getting this from. If I edit this, it's gonna change the performance figures as well. Leave it as it is, I guess. So, let's load the aircraft instantly, so it's done as far as the plane is concerned. And then we'll do it via... oh yeah. We'll do it via... God, it looked like my plane was moving there. We'll do it via the GSX in a little while. Okay, I'm happy with this. Yeah, it's kind of confusing why the cargo weight is different on SimBrief and on this. I'm not quite sure why that is. Okay, can you just recalculate that for me? Not saying I don't trust you, but no. Right, okay. So let's go to the MCDU menu and let's go to Zoo first. AOC. Right, that's the weather information which I can request. This is different to the fly-by-wire. Yeah. Anyway, the iPad gave us what we want, so we're good. Right, so diffrip. Okay, diffrip. Let's go back to the menu and then we'll diffrip our way through this. So D is data, which I generally don't use. I is init, and we want to bring in the SimBrief flight plan today. Okay, we are flying Sky Express, so the flight number is Sky 7. Cost index, I didn't write that down, did I? Yeah, I did. It's 8. Low budget airlines. Need to confirm that the cost index is 8, because I am not entirely sure. So if we go to our operational flight plan, here it is. Cost index is 8. Awesome. Awesomeness. Right. Cost index is 8. Cruise and flight temperature is. Are you wanting the cruise temperature? Okay. Well, our cruising altitude is going to be 38,000 feet. Right. As you guys know. It should tell us somewhere that we're flying at 38,000. I think it's at the top. I don't know. Where does it... The ground distance, 380. I don't think... Yeah, I don't know if that's it or not. But yeah, it's 38,000 feet. So if we come down to here, top of climb is 380, so it's 277 and 33. I did have it written down correctly. So cruising altitude is going to be, I think the plane should fill that bit in, but it's going to be 380. Does fill it in. Awesome. It could be me. Did the stream go dead for anyone else? Oh, I hope not. Try a refresh, Mr. Bud. Sometimes a refresh fixes those things. Okay, now DIF, so diffrip. So now we're on F, which is the flight plan. We're taking off from here, and the departure is on 03 right, and our SID is, well, we can get it easier from here. It's more noticeable here. So the SID is Crow 2J. This, I don't know what this is. This is F380. I'm not quite sure. Is that our flight, cruising flight level? I don't know what this first bit is, to be honest. So this will be our SID then, Crow 2J. That's what Conan should have done, Crow to J. Anyway, so let's go down, up, Crow 2J. Okay, and let's insert that into the flight plan. Very nice, very nice. Destination is LBSF, and our arrival is going to be ILS Z. I always choose Z. I like it. I'm not sure what the difference is between Y and Z, but I always choose Z. works for me. And the star, if we remember, which we don't, I don't. See if I can pick it up when it comes. There it is, vein. That's the one we wanted, and we want to insert that. Alright, I guess, get rid of all these messages. I guess that's our flight plan filed. So let me just quickly rip through the flight plan and make sure that there's no issues. Looking good. It hasn't filled in all of the altitudes because we don't have the performance information yet. It's filled in a few of the constraints though, so this is good. Alright, this is looking good so far. Yep, there's Sophia. Perfect. Absolutely. Great. So let's just check that up on the map. So if we go into flight plan mode, I guess we can pull it out to 40, can we? Yeah, okay. So we can step through this again and fly north over the sea initially, and then we'll hit land for, I think half of it's going to be over the water and half of it's going to be sea. And do you remember this from the Navigraph chart on the approach, that it was going to be like this shape, and now we go straight into the runway. That's beautiful. Alright, so back to the arc. Now the QNH here was what I didn't notice. I should have, but I didn't. So weather. So the METAR here is 1016, and we have, what's the visibility like here? So we got variable, winds variable at 2 knots. 9,000 I think is the visibility. Is that 9 nautical miles or 9,000 feet? I'm not really sure. Scattered at 2,500 feet. Temperature 7 degrees, cooling to 6 at night. Currently 7. And then 1016 is our thing, and no significant other remarks there. So 1016 is where we need to be with the air pressure. Do that, and we can always do it on it as well. And that sets our altitude correctly. Cool. Constraints on. Always like to have those. Right. It not just displays the constraints on the radar. So it looks like even though we're flying, so north is kind of this way. This is just the way we're facing. North is like that way by the looks of it. All right. So diff rip. So we've done diff. Now R is the radio, but this is for putting in the ILS frequency, which I want to do that. I'm not filling this in now, it's already got one in there, which I believe will be for this airport. But I want to come here, unless it does it on its own, I want to come here and put the ILS frequency in before we land. So the I in diffrip, the second I, is back to the init page, but it's the next page, this one. And this is where we put in our weights and stuff. So is it going to fill it in automatically? No. So we've got our zero fuel weight and the center of gravity that we need, CG. We can get that from here. Oh, here. Yeah, here. So mass and balance. So zero fuel weight is 54764. So how do we translate that? I'm going to 54.8, I think I would put for that, and the CG is 30.1. So yeah, 54.8 tons I would put there, just to round it up. So 54.8 slash 30.1 the CG, wasn't it? So 30.1, and that can go up there. And the block fuel is 4.3, 4,300. So 4.3. And that should hopefully leave us a little bit extra to get to our alternate. Okay, so we've got 11 minutes of fuel remaining. That's not a lot. 0.4 hours. That's not a lot. 11 minutes of fuel in case we need to divert to the alternate airport. Well, it must be close by then. Oh. Okay, cool. So finally then would be, in diff rip would be P, which is performance. And we can fill in from the figures that we got already, which is... Where did I get those? Oh yeah, departure preferences. Perforations. I don't know, performance. Oh, we got to load these again? Yeah, there. Take off 40%. Yeah. Why did those figures go? So 126, 130, 130. And 68 is the flex to temp. And then we've got throttle reduction and engine out. If I can find out where to put those, I'll put them in. 126, 130, 130. Oops. Okay, so 2, 6 for the V1. 130. So I believe V1 is the speed that you reach, by which there is no going back. And VR is rotate when you pitch the plane up to take off. V2 normally got a little bit more speed for V2, but they seem to be equal here. Right, so the flex to temp is 68. This is just I think this is to do with, like, instead of going toga, which is full throttle to take off, it's using only the amount of thrust required based on temp. I don't know, but it's something to do with that. It reduces the throttle output. So throttle reduction, 1 to 60, 1 to 60, and engine out 1 to 60. So that's easy to remember, isn't it? 1260, 1260. 260. I'll put these figures into the fly-by-wire one. But this is more the real plane. And we're going to be using flaps 2 out. And that's the performance. But now the flight plan should be able to calculate all of the interim altitudes. See? They're all got filled in now. These ones are just saying ditto, ditto. So this is our top of cruise. And we're just staying at cruise for all of these dittos. And then we'll come down. And our lowest constraint is going to be, interesting to note. Oops, did I go too far? No. Guess I'm going to play with 3,600. Yeah, 336 I'm going to put in. I prefer round figures. Yeah, 3,600. I don't want the one at the airport. Okay. So we can set, even though these are going to be managed speeds, we're going to set this to our outward speed, which is 130. It was. The heading, which is the airport heading, is 32. This is our runway heading when we take off. And as for altitude, let's just go straight up all the way. I'm not using any ATC, so it's not going to say, hey, you know, hold at 7,000 until we give you clearance. Now, it's not going to tell me that. We're just going to go straight up. All right. I also want to keep this, which is the managed mode. Is it this top one? Yeah. We'll keep that managed anyway, but I wanted those figures in there. Right. I think we better get the passengers boarded. So let's begin the boarding.
Boarding requested.
Now, I don't know whether GSX knows where that jetway exactly is. If it doesn't, we're going to see people walking and floating around. And if it doesn't, if it does know the right, everybody will pile in nicely. How is it going for you, Budman? Is it okay? Has the stream kind of settled out? I don't think I've got anything running here that should be stealing any bandwidth off me. I have just rebooted before I came into here, but no, it doesn't look like anything. So we should be seeing the captain and the co-pilot come down here first, and then the crew and whatnot, and then we'll fire it up. Oh, it came back. Awesome. Good, good. Did it just say it boarded 70 passengers? What? How is it just got everybody on board so quickly? And nobody piled down here? Hey, what's going on? And now we've got the baggage guys. They do have the doors open, don't they? Yeah. We didn't see anybody come down the jetway. I've never seen GSX board people that quickly before. Right, okay, let's plug in the ILS. Oh no, we don't do it here, do we? Sorry. Again, I'm in Boeing mode. So, what else? Runway. So we want decision altitudes. That is done here as well. But I can't remember where. Where did you put the decision altitude stuff in there? Can't remember. I know you have to go somewhere. I'm hoping I'll figure it out on the flight. Ah, yeah, here, next phase. So I think you would just go along. Right? It's this one, there should be one where it's going to cruise. There we go, climb, cruise, descent, and approach. Right? Approach. Here we go. Yeah, here. So, yeah, so you've got your decision altitude of 1845, which we can feed that in now, I guess. I haven't fed in any weather information on this.
100 above. Minimum.
What? Am I not supposed to put this in yet? Q and H, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll get that when we get there, I think. Is that... Maybe I shouldn't have put that in right now? Can we clear it? Yeah. We'll feed that in later. So yeah, we're coming in. Yeah, so as we're on our descent, we'll come to the approach page, quickly fill in as much as we can here, and I should be able to fill in these three. Oh, it's already got a transition level of 12,000. Did it get that? Because I just picked 7. $12,000 is quite high, to be honest. Let me see if I can find out by Googling. Athens. No, not Athens. Sofia, Bulgaria. Transition altitude. It is 12,000. Well, damn. Okay. It is 12,000 feet. And the VAP is 130. Is this the same as the VREF on the Boeing? This will be our touchdown speed, or at least our approach speed, 130. And the plane knows that, so the autopilot should take care of all that. Alright, well I guess we're loaded. I don't know about the baggage, or how long they've got to go. I'm not seeing any cases being loaded. Oh, there is one, yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah, here they come, look. Jesus, guys, you're a bit slow today. By the way, this plane has got nothing to do with Sky TV. Two totally different things. And it's got, I think it has like "Grease is bliss" on the side. Yeah. I don't know. Grease, it's... Oh, baggage loading process, 17%. Right, let's see what else we can fire up here then. So, we'll just get pumps on. Get stuff on that we need to get switched on. We can carry out the fire test, but I can't be bothered. I think you're supposed to do... Oh, do you... That's the APU, the middle one. Okay, I have done my due diligence. Right, I'm going to wait until they're at least about 80% done on the thing before we get the before we get the APU switched on. I think we're ready, guys. Right, so the back guy has only got this crate and one more to load, and the front guy has got another two to load. He's a bit behind. Come on, guys, we want to get off the ground here. Yeah, they were efficient passengers. Yeah, I know, like, they've been waiting in the airport for so long that they just couldn't wait any longer to get on board. Let's go and check out while we're loading. Get ready to board now. The new official magazine of Athens International Airport. To board. Yeah, because if you wait too long, you end up getting too bored, don't you? Really. It's a weird effect. Is this meant to be like a frosted glass effect? Oh yeah, did I finish mentioning about the Airbus A380 coming? Whenever. The details on the because what they've chosen to do with the cockpit is make everything look weathered and worn, you know, like anything that gets touched with the fingers a lot. They've even put thumb, you know, when you touch like a glass surface and you can see a thumbprint on it. They've even got those details, thumbprints and stuff like that on glass, on well-used glass areas, and also buttons that get used a lot. Have more paint worn off and stuff like that on the panels behind them, where your hand would brush up against it and stuff. It's actually it's phenomenally detailed. It's insanely detailed. So yeah, if the rest of the plane is going to be, you know, as carefully crafted, let's say, as that, then I think we're in for a treat. And I would love to fly something that big. You know, it's scary enough doing the 747, but to just do something that big would be quite a thing. All right, it looks like these guys, the front guy's done. He's going home early. The other guy doesn't get to go home early. Right, so we have a no smoking on, parking brake, TCAS is on standby, and a company message. And all the cabin doors are open. That's going to have this happen. Right, TCAS. Let's get that on now. Okay. Company message. Did I ask for the weather? Right, so that rear cargo door is closed. The front one isn't, for some reason. The door's closed there. Okay, so we just need to get rid of the jetway. Let's see if we can do that. Operate jetways. There's deboarding no longer available. Yeah, nobody leaves. Cool, fantastic. Right, so I think what I need to do now is go to here. And also... No, not you. Need to go to ground services. Shocks and cones can go off. GPU, definitely not. Not yet. Right, let's fire up the APU then. Turn that on. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Start. Turn on the beacon light to signify that the engines are about to start very soon. And should now getting this APU firing at the back. There it goes. Nice little generator to provide power. Start the engines in absence of the ground power unit. Very clever. Okay, so that's spinning up, and we can see that down here. Once we start getting a voltage and a percentage here, then we are good. We can request pushback. God, I hope I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, look, the needle goes up and down again, just like on the Boeing. And there, it's now available. Okay, so APU is now available, and we can get ready. So in order to start the engines, we're going to need APU bleed to be on, and it's so different up here because the procedure, the engine start is on the center console, where on the Boeing it's up here on the top console. Okay, so now that we've got the APU fully fired, now we no longer require the GPU, so we can remove that. Oh, did I not transfer the power over? Yeah. Jesus. You don't need to do it on this plane. It's a computer. Okay, so we've got the weather in. Oh, weather for the arrival so far is 1015, 6 degrees. Yeah, cool. Alright, there's our route. Map. Okay. Cool. Alright. Uh-oh. There we go. I couldn't get back to center. Right. So APU bleed is on, and that's it. I'm ready. Need to set the flaps, need to arm the spoilers. I can do that when we're taxiing. Alright, hopefully we'll get a nice sunrise as well. Maybe as we're coming into Bulgaria, I guess. I wanted to do a day flight, but sunrise is nice too. So, prepare for pushback then. Oh, which way are we going? I have got no idea. We're taking off from 3R. Is that this one? sugar.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Why do you have a Spanish accent? You're ready for pushback? I am not on the over. Okay. Show me where I am. I'm there. Okay.
Departure checks completed. Pipe has been inserted.
Yeah. Ground charts. Right, so we're taking off from 3 right, which is down here. We are parked here, so we need to go nose left. Okay, that's us, the blue arrow, and then we're just going to come down, taxi, and get to 3 right. So nose left.
Looking gear.
Once the engines start, of course, we don't need the APU anymore. We can turn that off. He fits under this plane. Under the Boeing, he hits his head. So it's nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, I will release the parking brakes.
Release parking brakes.
Yeah, the parking brakes have been released.
Start at GUI.
We're good. Okay, get us moving, Captain. Right, I guess we can begin the fire up. Engine number 2. I think I might have done that a little bit too early. No, it's not. This is not a Boeing. Just fire the bloody thing. Honestly, I'm in Boeing mode. We also need to set the auto brakes and stuff like that, but again, we do that as we approach the runway and stuff. Is this firing? It is. It's just very quiet. On the fly-by-wire one, it's so much more noisy. There we go. Oh, no, wait. In fact, if we switch this to engines, it's already there. Okay, we have engine 1. And we're coming down, we're coming to take off on flaps 2, so let's set those.
Please set
Spoilers.
parking brakes.
Parking brake. Set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Looks like we're getting a good engine start. Just waiting for N2's up. N2's up and good. Now N1. Again, N2 is the jet itself inside the cowling, and N1 is the big fan on the front. This is just the fan spinning up now. And it looks like we have a good start, so let's just tell our operators outside we have a good start so they can disconnect.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
And
Disconnect.
for that extra immersion, let's get the radios switched on. So we're using Europe and the Athens Tower. Oh, do I have a frequency for that? They're all approaches. I've got a tower frequency there, 118.625. Okay, let's plug that in.
Unlocking gear.
625. Come on. Okay. Maybe we'll get some.
Tow track disconnected. Bypass be removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Left is clear and right is clear. Now in terms of actually getting to the runway now. Does that chat sound quiet to you? Turn it up a little.
November 2006 Mike, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Right, the arrival.
Portugal Lima, wind 280 degrees 3 knots, runway 351.
Maybe we'll do that en route as well. I don't really need to do this. Okay. Right, so we can now switch off APU as we don't need it. And just making check that everything that is needing to be set is set.
Lot 3 Charlie Delta Tower, witam, fully ready?
Affirm, Lot 3 Charlie Delta.
Lot 3 Charlie Delta, line up runway 29 and wait.
Line up to 9 and wait, Lot 3 Charlie Delta.
Okay. Come on, baby. Well, these three-way switches are really finicky little buggers.
Lot 3 Charlie Delta, departure frequency 125.055, 340 degrees 4 knots, runway 29 and clear for takeoff.
Okay, so we should be lit up now.
055, stop to takeoff and clear for takeoff, Lot 3 Charlie Delta.
Nemesis Retro. I am clear for departure, yes. I am indeedy. Right, let's skedaddle. What's going to be our... Let's have a look. What's going to be our path here? So if we go all the way to... Oh, you got no zoomy zoom. Come on. Right, there we go. So if we just follow this taxi route all the way, take this...
Portugal Lima, contact grounding key.
Take that little twiddly bit there, and then when we get to... So we can come down this way and then across there, but I'd like to get onto this road, or this taxiway, as soon as possible. So what's the quickest way for me to do that? Is to take this left-hander here, and then just go right there. So let's do that. So we're going to take our first left-hand turn that we're coming up to. You can see the green lights in front of the nose of the aircraft there, so we are good. Right, parking brake is on, so let's get that off. Predicted wind shear, something I have forgotten. I didn't need to lift that. Where is the little thing?
Enter 1123 behind departing CSA, cross runway 29 and via Alpha behind.
Here. I was looking at it and it just wasn't registering with me. Okay, company message, landing lights are on. These will set later. Let's go. Alright, let's apply some jet power. So, goodbye Greece, and let's hop over to Bulgaria. Quite an altitude we have to hit as well, 38,000 for a 1 hour flight. We're not going to spend too long up there.
Roger, so enter 1123, expedite taxi Alpha Hotel Foxtrot.
Now, as you know, we're going to be taking this left-hander. We're going to be going all the way down until we get to... Oh, steering. It's not the same as the Boeing one. Oh, the sun's coming up, look. We're getting a little bit of a sunrise now. Perfect. I wonder if we're going to get a really nice effect up in the sky when we get up there. Okay, so I believe here now we're just cruising all the way to the... almost to the end, I would say. Yeah, this is great. I need to fly more in the Phoenix than I do in the fly-by-wire because this is really the single most accurate plane I think you can get in any flight sim. It's the most realistic of anything. More study level than whatever else. Let's get this down to about 20. 10. 10. Yeah, look, the tarmac texture is changing, just like on here.
Code 456, traffic low, continue reduce final departure from 3T ahead.
And we'll take this final dogleg round here. We don't really need to. We could have turned off at that last turn off, but I'll take this one. I actually downloaded a rain app. I wanted to see where there was any rain in the world, so that I could decide to maybe try a flight with real world weather where I knew it was going to be raining. So it was good, just to give yourself a bit more of a nice challenge. All right, auto braking. Yeah, max auto brakes. Signs on. They.
Enter 1123 and copy the clearance on Simba for kilo, altitude 3000 feet.
Signs on.
After departure 3000 feet, with runway heading enter 112.
Negative on Simba for kilo, stop climb altitude 3000 feet.
On Simba for kilo.
Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Takeoff config. Is the plane ready for takeoff? Let's find out. Yes, it is. It's happy, guys. It's happy. That makes me happy too.
Enter 1123, correct. Departure frequency 125.055. Wind 300
Did the handbrake come off?
33 clear for takeoff, airborne 125.055,
Alright, we don't need this anymore. I find the flight sim to be very nice in sunrise and sunset scenarios. It just looks so beautiful. And I'm doing this today, but it's tomorrow, the 21st. That, or is that would that be today? Yeah, later today. Server update 12 is coming out for this. So we're going to have, I think, a few weather fixes, plane fixes with like helicopter stuff as well. Going to get sorted. Things are going to get addressed on those. A lot of the Microsoft or Asobo planes are going to get looked at and tweaked. But yeah, I'll be downloading that tomorrow and we'll maybe run through that. And I will get to Elite, I promise.
456, wind 300 degrees to north, runway 36, return.
Get the nose light in the takeoff position. Do I need the runway turn-off lights anymore? I don't think so. Alright guys. Runway 03 right. We are ready to go. Switching frequencies. Alright, so the parking brake is on, so we need to take that off.
Pushback startup is approved. 08 left, QNH is 10.
Hold the foot brake. Feed the power in. Hold. Release the brakes and punch it chewy. Please don't let anything go wrong, as it usually does on my flights. There's no call out on this plane. I'll have to do it myself. So
United 53, we're all set.
To confirm you're ready for taxi for the gate.
we have a positive rate and gear up.
Taxi ahead on Bravo onto Echo, and on Echo hold short of runway 28.
Bravo, Echo, and short of 28 at Echo, United 53.
Maintain around 15-degree climb and start to bring in the flaps.
Apron LOI 010 Mike, Hotel 1.
I-10 Mike Apron.
Throttle down to the climb position.
Thank you, Juliet, full short to runway 28.
Oops, don't go too far. You can, I think, as you take up a bit more, as you get more altitude, I think you can reduce your angle down to 10 degrees. But I like to stay somewhere between 10-15 degrees on the climb. Goodbye! As we take off, nice shot into the sunrise. Yeah, balancing it all, yeah. As long as you just do take one stream at a time, it's okay. It's just, but because of my rough sleeping patterns, I have to, you know, there's only certain things I can deal with at certain times. So if I'm tired, you know, or if I haven't had great sleep, I can deal with easier things like car mechanic sim and maybe this. But something more like sim racing and stuff would be a bit more difficult, I would say. Right, we're at 5,000 feet. I guess I can hand it over to the autopilot. I'm flying manually at the moment, but we can hand it over at some point. Should we give the autopilot the plane? Nah. Screw him. Yeah, okay. The plane is yours.
December 4, taxi Mike Zulu to holding position level 1. Mike Zulu to holding position level 1.
Okay, let's just turn the radio volume down just a tad. Have it as some background noise. Now, we are in the climb detent, I imagine, or somewhere close to it, because yeah, we are climb seat here. As long as it's happy here. We've got the 3 greens, it's in the climb phase, and it's stopped right here. And that's because it knows. Oh, this was my fault. I should have been under 4,000 here. Ooh, I busted one of the constraints. So the plane's going to stay at this altitude now until we get past here, because it was supposed to be at 7,000 or below. Here was supposed to be at 4,000 or below. I should have paid attention to that, and I didn't, and I busted straight through it. I'm going to get into trouble for that. Oh, we need to take the spoilers off. God, I was so... Oh, what happened to the flaps? They didn't go in. I did do it. Now this happened last time when I took off, and I was retracting the flaps using my throttle button on my throttle, and it didn't do it. Alright. So yeah, the plane's going to hold here now, and then it'll climb to just under 8,000. This is VNAV. This is what VNAV does. Oh, look what we're getting. This is what I wanted, guys. Just this sunrise thing. Really nice. One of my plans was originally to fly out from Cairo. You know, maybe, yeah, just go out from Cairo. But I wanted to keep the flight short. You know, hour and a half, something like that. But I couldn't really find any major airports that were, like the closest one I could find at least. Maybe I should have looked a bit more, but the closest one I could find was like 2.5 hours away. And maybe I'll get into a longer flight at some point, but I don't think it would be too good to do like 2 and 3 hour flights on a live stream, because I think they should probably be served better as a video that is edited down to cut out a lot of the cruise phase. This is why I keep it short for live stream purposes. So we're at 7,000. I think we're okay to take the seat belts off now.
110, goodbye.
So
135, 110, bye.
you are free to run around. What else do we have here? Company message and landing lights. Yeah, they can go off now. Let's retract them as well. And also the nose light. I can turn that off. Alright, let's pick up this company message just to clear that screen. So if we go here, and Atsu, I think, AOC menu, and receive messages. It's a load sheet. Oh yeah, here's the passengers. +1. What, the pilot? What about the crew? 0 fuel weight and takeoff weight. Compliance with EDNO 1. Yeah, I accept your message. Okay, we have a clear screen, all is good. We're making that turn and we're up at 8,000 now. So it should, once we've passed here, that constraint, and it should start to climb. And off she goes. We're doing good so far. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice. Now I think with this livery, we also got an interior. I don't know what the camera settings are on this though. But I believe we also got an interior that matches. I love how they call it a life vest. You know, like guaranteed you will stay alive if you wear this. Wow, the buzzing in here. It's just like the last plane I was on, which was a few years ago. It's just like this, right? Or am I wrong? There is that buzz. I better turn my volume down even more because that is really hitting through my subwoofer. This is what it's like for a passenger in my Rusty Airlines flight. He's not getting the sunset on this side and already complaining that he should have had his ticket price reduced because he didn't get the sunrise. Oh, there, is that the sun? Sun there, I think so. Or is it just the top of a cloud? Oh, there's the sun. There it is. Oh, we're going to get to watch it. Sunrise over Athens, or Greece. There he comes, the guys. Coming through the clouds. I wonder if we can see from the cockpit too. Oh no, it's getting blocked. Okay, let me move over. Let me shift over to the co-pilot's seat. Yeah, this is what I was wanting. See the sun glinting off the plane's paintwork. Greece is bliss, there you go. Greece is bliss, but Saturday Night Fever was better. Shut up. Take another shot. Yeah, this is what I wanted. I wanted the sunset at takeoff. Brilliant. Or at least at some point on the flight, sunset would have been, sunrise, sorry, would have been perfect. Boy, are we getting it. This is live time right now. We're over the Mediterranean, is it, Brad? Yeah, I think it's Mediterranean. Yeah. Yeah, so we're just going up here. Like I say, half the journey is going to be over the sea, and the other half is going to be over land. And we'll just stick it down in Bulgaria here. Sofia International. Well, oh yeah, it is. Sofia is Bulgaria's biggest airport. So while we're marveling over this beautiful sky, we can start thinking about feeding some information in later. Decision altitudes and stuff like that. Oh man. Nice red clouds. Freaking epic, guys. Looks even better over land. I remember one of my really earlier flights in this sim. Look at where the sun's hitting this, look. Yeah, one of my really earlier flights, we were flying over London at sunset, I think it was. And we were in a commercial plane, but we were flying pretty low. And it just looked incredible. The way the city was just, the lighting, you know, of the sunset over London was just phenomenal. And we have clouds, which I prefer. I like to have something rather than just plain blue sky. Oops, yep, I need to do the standard. Had the plane reminding me there. I was a bit late on that one. Too busy getting distracted. As usual. Right, now that we're up higher, well, I'm going to increase the range of the sensor here. So this blue arrow is our top of descent. This is top of climb, sorry. I'll check that in a second. Oh, the barrel rev okay. So this is, yeah, this is when we're going to reach our cruising altitude of 38,000 at that point. And bring that down. So it's saying that there is a nav barrel ref discrepancy. And then it's asking me to cross-check that. Now I did put one in. Yeah, I know, speed limit exceeded. I know, that was my fault. I should have handed it over to autopilot earlier, but never mind. So I did put in the barrel earlier, and then I cancelled it out. But let's put it in now. 1845, and the hopefully should, I don't know if that's gonna, next time the system checks, if that's gonna make it go away. And then we have the weather here for our arrival, which is 1015 and 6 degrees. Feed that in. 10. This is current. It might change a little. I'll double check when we get closer. But if it does, it won't be too much. Right, so the wind, mag, so we want degrees and speed, which is variable at 2K. Awesome. Variable. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. It just means I can't put a... Will it let me just get away with /2? No, it won't. Alright, let me consult my app. My airport weather app. See if it can tell me. So I think the airport is LBSF. So LB, Bulgaria, SF for Sofia, and let's click OK on that one. And apparently the wind is... Oops, I think I put it in wrong. Let's try again, LBSF. And it is 330 at 3 knots. Yeah. I'm going to put that in. So 330, the wind's blowing from at 3 knots. Okay. I can clear this. I can clear this error because I have already cross-checked it. So if I click here, clear, it should clear that. Wow, look at the fuel. Down to 3 tons already? Why is it using so much? Is it because we're still climbing? Hopefully when we're cruising, I forgot to set the clock. Yeah, hopefully that fuel's going down rather quickly. Engines are at 87%, but I think when we get to 38 they're going to back off, and hopefully that fuel will also, my miles per gallon here will come down. Look at this, we started with 4.3 tons. Oh dear. Oh, look at the swirls. It's actually swirling as well. Let's have a look. I'm worried about that fuel now. I mean, I've done everything right. I've told it everything correctly. And we only had like 11 minutes of extra fuel, so I hope I haven't burned too much. But being up at 38,000, with the air being so thin, the plane can push itself through the air pretty quickly without needing as much thrust, and therefore it will save fuel. So the higher you go, basically, the more fuel you're going to save. So outer tank fuel transferred, but it's going to be at GICAS, isn't it, that we're going to be hitting top of climb? Yeah, pretty much. Just a tad after it. It's like 10 nautical miles after GICAS. It's alarming how that fuel is going down, but okay, I'm gonna trust it. What did we start? 4.3, so 2,150 will give us half a tank.
Copy of the traffic parking on our left.
But to be fair, we haven't reached cruising yet. And these windows need a clean, seriously. There should be a maintenance option where you can do that. Clean the windows out. Oh, look at that.
Sorry, 671 Tango, cross to the 1.
Kind of weird hearing the radio from inside the cabin. Who's this? Okay. So it is all water. But what the hell is this thing? That little island?
Ground, hello, engine operator 103, Francis Romeo 80, request
China Vita 103, start up at pushback.
start and pullback approved, engine operator 103.
There's no landmass here. We're going to... Where is it again? LBSF. LBGT. LBSF. That's where we're going. Destination right there. What is this thing? Fantasy Island. Have we found Fantasy Island or something?
Ground contain 207, left 7,
Captain King 207, left on oil flight, 17
Oh, they are little islands just scattered everywhere, yeah. Okay. This looks so different to the Boeing one. See, it's vortexing and everything.
Ready pushing back. Sorry, we're slightly for horse now.
I don't know if I can, like if I get into any issues, I don't know if I can actually load in fuel on the fly. I don't know.
Guess a 200.
You know, like I don't think you can do it from up here. I don't think the plane takes any notice of that.
The Sierra 72, show Sierra 74, can push as well.
Okay, copy, stand through, forward, to main, Sierra.
Well, we've passed Geekas, and yeah, it's 10 nautical miles.
Sierra 72, so Sierra 74, can push as well.
6 remaining to get to top of climb.
To main, Sierra 72.
So yeah, it's only another 1,000 feet to go. And then we stay at top of climb for 69, let's call that 70. 110, 121, let's say. 121, 129, say 130 Newton meters, not nautical miles. And then we have top of descent, where we'll just tell the plane to come down to, I think it was 3.6 if I'm not mistaken, the last constraint before the airport. 3.6. So we'll just plug 3.6 into this, and then I should be able to do that now. Actually, the plane will still keep climbing. Oh, that's kind of the one I wanted before. That bloody light there. Now, that one that we switched on before, I guess we don't need that anymore, right? So, ILS frequency for coming in is 109. Let's put it in. Okay, it's done it automatically. I'm happy with that. So that's it. We've got the decision altitude in, we've got the ILS in. We know the transition on the descent is 12,000 feet. That's it. I can open my cheese and tomato sandwiches and just take it easy. If we're going to get any issues, for me, I tend to get them on the descent. That's where my issues come in. Alright, so now that we have we've achieved that, RO is in there, the fuel flow now is 940 kilograms per hour. Cool, we're good then, because it's an hour flight and we've already done a fair bit of it. And if we're consuming 900, the engines have backed off a little, but just by, what was it, 6-7%? Yeah, so that's fine. It's consuming between 850 kilograms, and we've got 2,480 kilograms. So yeah, we're good. No panic. Good plane. So I don't think, what's our alternate airport anyway? Ooh. I don't know what the alternative is. But as I never go there anyway. If you were using VATSIM or something like that, where you have got, you know, real people talking to you, then you could be diverted to another airport if there was bad weather or some other issues. And so, yeah, it would be important to know that. Oh, VATSIM here, look. So if we refresh that, 101, 5 and 6, that's exactly what I put in last time, so I'm cool with that. It would be really nice if it had a little dot to show where we were, but we don't get that on here. But that's the flight, 58 minutes. That's in the air though. Once we from takeoff to landing, it's 58 minutes. And apparently we're airborne. Yeah. Correct. Cloud cover. It's nice and quiet in this cabin, isn't it? Oh, is it for the passengers? Like buzzy over the engine. Looking at this view here reminds me that I think it was me that set up these camera views. We just had one that was looking all the way down the cabin, and as you can see, there's no differentiation of classes here. It's all economy. Standard, whatever you want to call it. There's no separation here for first class, second class, like there is on the Boeing. Right, so everything is plugged and programmed. It looks like we've gone out of range on that radio. So let's get another. Oh, we have an ATIS radio, which should be a constant weather thing. Let's see if that works. 128155. So to keep an eye on this one, see if we can do it directly. Nope. Okay. Well, let me. So 128.155. Is that right? Yeah, 55 is an ATIS frequency. So we should be getting weather information. No? Nothing? Nope. Not getting anything. 128.155, yep. I don't hear a thing. So we have an approach. Let me just make sure I've got one that is getting closer. Yep, 124650. There we go.
Top. Victor Uniform, proceed to lead. Negative to Ryanair 81 Victor Uniform.
So, this plane used to be the most, out of all the airliners, this plane used to be the most frame rate intensive. But when they dropped server update 11, the last one, there was some fairly significant frame rate increases. And I think even Server Update 10 brought a few, but the last one, Server Update 11, really updated the performance. And I used to get like 28, 30, maybe 40 in the air here with this plane. You know, because it's such a it's got all these complex systems going on in the background, and it would really affect the frame rates. I'm getting around 53, 52 frames per second now, 54, which is strange because I've capped it at 30, so I don't know quite how it's doing that, but it's super smooth now in this Fenix. So if you get good frame rates in the Fenix, you're going to have no problem in the fly-by-wire and the Boeings. 55, 56 now, frames per second from the cockpit, which was always the worst one. Out here, 64, 65 frames per second. I mean, 60 frames per second. Look at what we're looking at here. The lighting and the clouds, all the aircraft systems taking place that the CPU and the GPU has to do. Admittedly, guys, though, to be fair, the upgrade of my PC to the AMD chip was just a game changer. Didn't change the graphics card, you know, but didn't need to, because my previous computer was the Intel one was seriously being bottlenecked by the graphics card. No, the graphics card was being bottlenecked by the CPU really badly. Like it was throttling it by around 45%, where now the maximum throttling I'm getting is 5%, and sometimes like it's not even that. The AMD chip I have and the graphics card I have are so evenly matched that neither bottlenecks the other. So I'm extracting the most I can from the hardware, and it's, god damn, it's so much better. Throws peanuts. The in-flight food, didn't you miss it? The stewardesses came round with it, man. Didn't they offer you any? What did you order? I'll have a word with the stewardess, see if we can get you something. You can just go down to your fridge. There's something in there. Yeah. Oh, guys, talking of food, I had a lovely roll today. I went shopping and I thought, I'm going to treat myself to an unhealthy breakfast roll. So I went to the supermarket and I got those, I don't know, just they're a bit over a foot long, those small baguettes of, you know, tiger bread. That tiger bread stuff, I really like that. And I got one of those, cut it in half. Not in the supermarket, I got home by then. Cut it in half and then sliced it across horizontally, right? And I just did bacon and egg in a tiger bread. Oh God, with a cup of tea. I'll tell you what, that's contentment. And I've got the other half of that baguette. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Bacon and egg. Yeah, it's not healthy. It's salty, and the bacon's salty, and it's not good for, you know, it's not good for what it does to you. But damn, it tastes so good. And I think every once in a while, it's okay. Right. Should we start working this out then? So we've applied the METAR. What else do we need? What do you know? Landing weight? I don't know. I don't know what the plane's going to weigh when it's coming down. Manual landing. Yeah, landing weight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to guess. What are we now?
7,000 feet in 8
Is this what we are now? 56.9? And we took off with... What was our takeoff weight? 58 was it? I better keep my eye out here. Oops, go back. No. Oh, I lost the page I wanted. Have we gone past top of descent? No. Jesus. Don't you start descending? Yeah, you see, I knew you would. I did this last time, and it's because the dot disappears, and then I'm starting to think that the plane is doing its thing manually. Never mind, I can't explain it now, I'm panicking. Yeah, the dot goes away, which tells me it's not in managed mode. It kind of bothers me, but take it out. Josh! Thank you. What was I talking about? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Weights. So 56. Let's say we're going to shed another 900 in fuel. What are we using? Fuel is 1,000. Oh, but that's not realistic because we're climbing. So say 900 an hour. I don't know how much longer we've got left in the flight. So 900 kilos an hour, half that. Let's go say 300. Shouldn't this be changing? No, this is our gross weight, but I'm sure this is our current gross weight. That number must be changing. I want to guess 56.6 or 56.5 landing weight. See, it's gone into descent phase now, which it shouldn't be. It should be in cruise. That's because of a mistake I made. See, I told you it all goes wrong after takeoff. I always mess something up. Oh, it has gone down. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go 56.5 for the landing weight, if I had to guess. There's probably a way of calculating it, but I have no clue what that is. So 56.5, we're going to be using reversers, auto throttle will be on, flaps will, flaps full, manual landing. And apply the card meta. Right, what else do you need? Runway 27. Dry. There we go. Yeah, we got plenty of runway then. Plenty of runway to use. Ooh, snowy. So once we hit top of descent, I'm going to manually get the plane to descend, unless of course it does it on its own. Of course, when it gets to here, the managed light goes off. Of course it does. If the plane doesn't descend on its own, I'm going to make it do it. But we are what? I know it says 24 there, but it's probably around 40 minutes in to the flight, I would say. This is why you need to start the clock when you take off, or before you start rolling on the runway. And I forgot. What an idiot! Yeah, so we've gone from Greece, which is like hot and nice, to this snowy mountains. Airbus A320. And skyexpress.gr, guys, don't forget, all there. Look at the pilot in the thing. I'm trying to do a little promotion. Skyexpress.gr. Yeah, this is one of the main commercial airlines out of Greece. There is Sky Express, which I have obviously the livery for here. There's Aegean, which I have a livery for as well, and there is Olympic, which I have the livery for as well. Yeah, it's nice that third-party mod makers and livery makers doing the liveries for all of these airlines. I was able to Google. I just googled what are the main airlines from Greece, and it just listed me 3 or 4 of them, and I just was able to get all of the liveries for all of those airlines for this particular plane, this Fenix. So yeah, props to all of you guys making liveries out there and sticking them on flightsim.to. Yeah, it's fantastic to have so many, like the correct liveries for the country that you're flying from or to. I wasn't sure if there was any particular ones for Bulgaria, so I just went with a Greek one. So we're just taking some Greek holiday makers to Bulgaria for their long weekend holidays, or whatever. So yeah, there's the rest of our flight. So the airport is 60 nautical miles out, as you can see there. There's 60 nautical mile radial. It's just a little bit under, isn't it? But we're going to have to go that way round. So it's not an as the crow flies 60. It's going to be a little bit round this way and back. So yeah, be adding a little bit more onto that. Now my top of descent is coming after. Ooh, after or at a VV? That looks very samey to me. We passed it, didn't we? The VV's behind us, but yet it hasn't disappeared off here. Oh, you horrible plane. We're gonna have to do some shenanigans here now. By Vanette we want to be... Oh, okay, so we're descending. More drag. Yeah, you think? Jeez. Let's go full spoilers. What do we need to make? Oh, this is not good. Where's all the constraints gone? Have they disappeared because we're not going to make it? Didn't I tell you guys I was going to mess this up?
Good evening, guidance.
I'm tempted to just turn the plane around. So what's our heading right now? 349? Let's call that 350. Shoot. I messed this up. I don't know what we're supposed to be at by the net. Oh well. It was good while it lasted. So we're currently at 350 and we need to add or take away 180. That's going to be 190, right? So let's do that. And come on, execute that. So we're going to just do a 180-degree turn so we can lose a bit more altitude and then do a 180 back. In the meantime, I don't know if I can get any help off this. So we're coming in ILS. So, oh, this is not right. This is approach. Arrival. Okay, Vanet. So it looks like 8,000. Right? Is this 8,000 that we're remaining all the way in? Yeah. Okay, so we want to get it down to 8,000. I think. Let's see if I can recover this. Well, there's the Vanet 4H route, which is what we're coming in on. So yeah, we want to be down to 8,000. So we'll just get this plane turned around, and then we'll get it back on the 350 course when we get to a level that we can manage. Speed brake is still out by now. It doesn't really matter anymore though, does it? Right, let me see if I can manage this then. That doesn't look quite parallel with our course, does it? What would be parallel then? 17. I don't know. Let's switch it over to 170. Oh well, this is always challenging for an amateur pilot. Amateur sim pilot. I want to try and make these two lines match. Okay, that's too far in. Let's go 175. I want it to be parallel with this dotted line.
Yeah, you can listen to 3,000 feet and further by the line. Lovely time.
It doesn't matter if it's a little bit wider, I just don't want it tighter. Right, so we'll scrub off some speed. I also need this to descend a lot faster than what it's doing right now. So let's get this thing going down to around
Very good. Present heading right.
3.5. We'll get some serious descent going on. See if we can get back on track. I wonder if the constraints will all come back. We do. It looks like we're staying at 8,000 for this, so if I switch to the 1,000 scale and go up to 8, just tell it to hang on there. That's where we need to be. And now we'll get an indication. This is where it's going to hit 8,000. So what you can do is cut that in half, I would say, and then do the turn then. So halfway would be at this 10-mile radius. So can we use this? Yeah, 23. So when that says 33, I will turn the aircraft back onto its course. Oh God. Will it work? I don't know. The fact that it's not hitting those, the constraints aren't here anymore, is... Oh! No, that's just a speed constraint. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. This is all back now. So you telling me... What? We can turn now. What are we at? 13. I'm going to keep this at 12. Plane should level out now at 12. Right, a VV, I don't know what that is. So the next one is... Let's wait till we turn around with a net. So is this a valid or a doable descent now? It has brought everything back. It looks like we're super low then. Okay. I don't know what it wants to do here. So if I tell it to go on the actual heading for the flight plan, which is this way, Vanet can't be 24,200 feet. Surely to God. Oh yeah, we are a bit too low. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure about how to work this out, to be honest. So let's manage the altitude. Doesn't want to do that yet. I don't know now whether I have to do this manually or what. just stick at this altitude then, burning fuel. Ah, is this what's thrown me? Annette, all this information's filled in, but when I went there, it was this. Is that different? Clearly I have a lot to learn. So how far before we match where we're at? SF606 at 12,800. Okay, let's just nip ourselves up to there, and I guess we'll just stay at this altitude. Up you go. We'll stay at 12.8 until we hit SF606, which is over there. Oh boy, did I mess this up. Again, I'm just used to setting the altitude for the Boeing, and then as soon as the plane gets to top of descent, it just starts descending on its own. And I know that this plane does that as well. But it somehow bypassed top of descent and didn't go down. So yeah, we're just going to spend a little bit of time burning a bit more fuel than we wanted to. Hopefully we'll be okay. But I need to get this back on managed. I don't think it may not go over to managed until it reaches, because we're not at the correct altitude that we're supposed to be at. And so maybe that's where the autopilot's refusing to manage it now. It's saying, no, you messed it up, you sort it out. Which is fair enough. Now, by the time it reaches Archaea, it cannot be doing more than 210 knots. So we're doing 260 right now, and it should sort itself out. The next one here, SF640, is... yeah, I'm not going to go up to 20,000 feet just to do that. There's an issue here, guys. It's still got a VV on top of descent on the top here, right? But we've passed those. So Vanette, select heading or track first. I have no idea what's going on. See, maybe when we get to Vanette this will disappear. Let's see what happens. My concern also is this flashing. Oh, it stopped. It started. Sandwich time. Okay, well, we either make it or we don't. If it goes wrong, c'est la vie. Yeah, it's not bad considering it was night, dark when we took off. Oh, it's really snowy around here, right? Till we get to here, and it's all nice again. How green is your valley? Okay, so Vanette. So when we hit Vanette and get past it, I am certainly expecting a VB to disappear. Otherwise, oh. Thank you. Right, let's bring the display range down. We're just going to stay at this altitude. Fuel imbalance. Yeah, but not a lot though. You got 740 there and 760 there. Yeah, we're running low on fuel. I know. I know. You can blame me for that one. So we're using 30 kilos per minute. How many minutes of fuel do we have? Yeah, we've got about, I don't know, 49, 48 minutes of fuel left. Be fine. Low level if no fuel leak. Yeah, alright, forget about the fuel. I know it's a bad situation that we have. But we're gonna make it. Don't tell the passengers. We're gonna be just fine. I'm just wondering whether I have to once I get to SF606, I am going to go down to 3.6 again and just tell it to plot that all the way down. Just stick it in managed mode and let it take care of it, and hopefully that should get us back on track. Now come on. What's the KC-135? Don't know what that is, Mr. Budden. The passengers aren't aware of anything. As far as they're concerned, in a flight, no issues whatsoever. Oh, tanker for a refuel. Yeah. So, where is the airport then? We're going to go out and then turn around and back in. So, is the airport on this side of the... here, or are we going to go turning and then maybe over here? Where is it? Where is it? So, the airport is 2 hours left. Oh, is that it? It might be. Just on the tip of the wing there. I believe at night, I might be wrong, but I believe it is the case that the runway lights do not stay on all the time. And in fact, there we go, sub 606. And what happens is I think if there's a plane, I think it's around 15 minutes away from landing, they turn them on. You know, so they're not on all the time. I think so. I don't know. It says here, land as soon as possible. Oh God. I've never had that before. I don't know whether to just stoke a bit of fuel on board if we can. Can we? I mean, our fuel right now is there. And we have what? One. Okay. I don't think you can edit this. No, we can't add fuel. You're not going to let me do it, are you? Okay. Once we hit that white line, I'm going to hit managed altitude and hopefully the plane will start descending correctly. Fuel wise, I think we're going to be okay because we just have to turn around and then we just approach the runway, so I think we'll be fine. Admittedly, we're not in an ideal scenario here. What I like about this plane is the flaps though. It's 1, 2, 3 and full, as opposed to 5, 10, 15, 25, 30 and 40 on the Boing Boing plane. On the Boing. Right, let's zoom right the F in. We're going to hit the managed altitude. Now, begin your descent, and it did actually slow down to the 210 that was required earlier. So we just need to loop around on the final approach and pray. So, where's my flappage chart? So under 200 we want to be at -2. We can bring flaps 1 out now, but I think I'm going to wait until we get onto this little bit here. We'll go flaps 1. But how far are we from the runway? 414, so 9. Oh, okay, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we got quite a while to go yet then. So we got 6, so we got 10, 13, 15, 20, 29. 30, 31, 32. 32 miles. Time now. So it's a bit early. It's a bit early for some flappage, guys, I think. So if we look here, you'll be able to see the airport is 20, it's kind of in the middle there, right? So it's about 20, 23, 24 nautical miles away. So around 10, I think I'm going to start bringing the flaps out. And then when we're around 5 nautical miles away, we're going to bring the gear down. And just hope. Okay, there's our runway, I guess. So we're going to be at 3.6 by this line, which is Tutpo, which is exactly what the constraint says. So as far as I'm concerned, we are bang on course to come down now. And fuel, yeah, we're good. We've got just under 1.3 tons of fuel to make it to there. So in terms of slowing the plane down, well, we can go flaps 1 right now. And even go to flaps 2, but I think it's a little bit too early. Did flaps 1 kick in? It did. Funny how it doesn't work when I'm taking off. Does seem like we're too high, doesn't it? But yeah, according to that little blue arrow, that tells me that we are bang on target. We need to be 6,000 or above here, which we are. You see, you know, on the Boeing, when it has that white line and the the white line and the purple diamond, so you can see where your VNAV path is. Well, I believe on the Airbus, the equivalent is this. You have your green dot and your yellow line. I believe the yellow line is you and the green dot is... So we're a little bit higher than we need to be. So I could introduce a little bit of spoilers just to slow the plane down, to give it a chance to get more back online. Of course, increased drag means... probably would mean fuel burning and stuff. But hoping to get these just a little bit more equalized. There we go. Yeah. Where is it? Come here. There we go. And now we're more on par. $8,600. Yikes. And then from there to there is... Yeah, so once we get past Tutpo, we can put on the landing gear. Done this a while back, but... Expect high cabin rate, AC. Okay, that's gone. I don't know what that message was, but... Right, so Tutpo is 6 out. So I'm going to switch now to flaps 2. You can see them extending. God, I thought only one was going. But yeah, no, they're both at flaps 2 now. Give the plane a little bit more speed loss. Drop the speed a bit more, probably.
2,500.
Okay, so we want auto brakes on low. And I want to arm the spoilers. And then we'll just flip it into 3 and full after Tutpo. So Tutpo, I will enable flaps 3 and the gears, which will slow us right the hell down. And then we'll hit approach mode. But we can do that now, I guess. Okay, it's picked up the glide slope, guys, and the localizer, so it should bring itself in. Gear down. 3, and we'll enable full flaps as we get just a tad closer. See the plane now is slowing down nicely. Remember the approach speed was going to be 130, wasn't it? So you can have both, but I don't think it's necessary for an auto landing. Not that I was going to anyway. Cat 3 dual. Okay, full flaps now then. We are in full landing configuration. Right, auto brakes are on. Spoilers are armed. Let's see if we can bring her in.
1,000.
No, I could take over now. But happy lights look perfect. I'm going to wait a little longer, I think. Coward. I'll wait till we get over that water. Yeah, the plane will land itself perfectly now. So should I try? Should I? And obviously if you look at the here, this blue line is our, we have to abort the landing. This is our flight path for going around or whatever. Okay, so disable the autopilot.
500.
And I have the plane. Whoa!
Hundred above.
Now you need to be around 50 feet when you hit that threshold there, the zebra crossing.
100. Minimum.
Come on, say 50 there.
50.
Yes! Perfect!
40,
Nailed it!
30, 20, 10. Retard.
Butter. Gosh! What's the matter with you? I don't know what the beep is. Don't really care. That was a nice buttery landing. Right, auto thrusters on and sorry, reverse thrusters on until 70 knots, and then we can move that.
Good morning, July 86.
July 86, good morning, hold short runway 68.
Corsair V1, runway 36, July 86.
That was not bad. Hey, gain damage. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, have a good day at work, matey.
1377. Good morning. We're just about 6 mile final. ILS runway 36.
Well, despite the issues that we had, still managed to. Right, let's retract the flaps now. Still managed to keep the thing going. So let's turn the APU on. 1, 2, 3, boom. Come on, you're going to send me into a wall here. Yeah, you see, you've lost my place now. There we go.
Turn up, runway 36, service gate, July 86.
Turn the APU on so that it's fired up and ready by the time we park. Welcome to Bulgaria, Sofia Airport.
Runway 26, please land, William 1377.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I got the descent, the top of descent. It didn't start descending. It wasn't an ideal scenario to get round it, you know, double backing and whatnot. But it's the only way I know to make it work. Are we actually literally going to park in the middle of nowhere? Like you don't have a proper airport for me? Like a parking gates? Because there was nothing about taxiing to the gates or anything. And there's a whole airport building over there. This is Microsoft Flight Sim gone mad. We have to get a bus now. for the passengers to go back to the airport,
Bulgaria 868.
which can be arranged.
868, just waiting for the wake turbulence. You're now clear for takeoff.
This is very strange though. Let me see if we can get GSX to take us to a parking slot. No, there isn't. Okay, so we got... You know, small is not too small for this plane. There's no gates here though. Oh.
Ferry 71 is ready for departure.
Alright, let's go to parking 6.
Wait 36 center via Whiskey 11. The ferry 671 can go heavy.
You can come and guide me there. So while I wait for the vehicle to arrive, get the brakes on. So flaps are in, boilers are disarmed. That should have been put into normal mode. Auto brakes are off.
671 thing, runway 36 center, Whiskey 11, clear for takeoff. The wind is 0403.
Okay, APU is on and everything. Lights, we can retract the landing lights now. Runway turn lights and taxi lights still on. That's all good. Now, at what point do you turn off the seatbelt sign? Do you have to? Do you do it when you arrive at the gates and are stationary? I would say so, right? Oh, there's my vehicle. Sorry. Let's go. Show me where the parking is, buddy. Yeah, it seems like they've got no gates at this airport. But I don't know. Oh, where are you going? I can't make a turn as tight as you.
Tower, can I want to 71, only short 3 sets, Whiskey 11, ready for back here.
Can I want to 71, you're now clear for takeoff.
Bulgarian drivers.
Clear for takeoff, 3 sets, Whiskey 11, can I want to 71.
Okay. How far are you going to take me? No idea what time it is here. Bulgaria.
Goedendag, Kellerman 008, final 06.
Kellerman 008, goedendag, runway 06, clear to land. The wind is down.
Clear land, wind down.
Okay, so it's 7:30 a.m. here. I don't think we crossed a time zone. I don't think so. I think it's 2 hours over UTC, which seems about right for this part of the world. And Greece was also the same.
Identified 1038, runway 36 center, Whiskey 11, clear for takeoff.
Wait a minute, 7:30.
Runway 36 center, Whiskey 11, clear for
What time
takeoff.
did we take off?
1038.
5? Yeah, where are you going? You... Oh, I'm supposed to be there. Well, hey-ho. I'll do what I can. Please cut engines. I don't think so. I need to get into my space.
Good morning, Delta 258, ILS runway 06.
Oh boy.
Delta 259, your number 2, continue approach.
Number 2, continue approach, Delta 258.
My instincts just tell me put reverse gear in, but you can't because there isn't one.
Delta 258 is already receiving final destination.
Delta 258, we are at
Hey, moving. Excuse me?
Target Charlie 77 Tango holding short 36 center with scale.
Strong Delta 77 Tango, line up away, Delta 36 center with scale.
Line away with scale 36 center with
Plane's not moving. Hello? Are we running out of fuel?
77 Tango, runway 26 center, whiskey 11, clear for takeoff, the wind is down.
Please come in, clear takeoff by 36 center with 11.
I can't get the plane moving. The brakes are not on.
Delta 258, runway
Okay, I think it must have been a control problem with the joystick.
Delta 258, clear to land on runway 06.
Come on, plane, you can go tighter than that.
Good morning, Cathay 2008. Ready?
Cathay 2008, line up away, runway 26 center, whiskey 11.
Line up way 36 center, whiskey 11, Cathay 2008.
Oh god. This is not going well.
Police 05, expect a left-hand circuit for runway 22, there will be outbound traffic.
Yeah, left-hand circuit for the 22, police 05.
Wow. Okay. Alright, we should be good here. If I can follow this taxi line in,
How very good day, like mission 14 Charlie, number 22 got 1, thank you for departure.
I should be able to line it up straight.
Ground range, number 22 got 1,
Hang on.
1 for Charlie.
Okay, person, talk to me.
Cathay 2008, runway 26 center, whiskey 11, clear for takeoff.
Runway 36 center, whiskey 11, clear for takeoff, Cathay 2008.
Looks aviation 1 for Charlie, runway 22.
But I'm not in the right position compared to that tug.
Mission 1 for Charlie, number 22, clear for takeoff.
Mike, go on, keep going. Ah, I'm leaving it here. Because I think that we're way too forward already. So this thing, this guy's in the way. This is the problem.
Good break, careful this gear, you're on 6 1.
Okay, so now that the engines are powering down, little Mr. Stairs man should get into place. Right, let's deboard.
Clear to land, the wind is down.
No, it's X. Jab, 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 jab. We chose this one, didn't we? So if I just hit warp me there, it should just get adjusted. There we go. Okay. Let's put me in the right position. At least now I'll be able to select deboarding.
The boarding requested.
Oh, and also fuel for the next trip. You're gonna have to send for a bus because not near an airport. Oh, and the ground power unit. Oh, is it plugged in? Is it? It is. The ground power on. Take the APU off. Turn the taxi lights off. The beacon light can go off. The rest I'll leave on for now.
Passenger bus is coming.
Passenger bus is coming. So what is it? 112 passengers have to get off now. And we can't expect them to walk, can we? Is that visual display part of an add-on? Oh yeah, it is. It's part of the GSX add-on. Yeah. Here comes the buses. Now I think you can fit 90 people in one of these or something. So we're gonna need 2 buses. Don't go through the stairs. Don't. So we've got to get the baggage out, and so this is all GSX, all of this. To get the baggage out, start getting the people out, and then obviously right now there is no room for the fuel truck, so it can't come because the people are putting the baggage in on the other side. So once the baggage is done, the fuel truck will come and pump fuel back into the plane for whatever the next flight's going to be. So we should start seeing people coming off the plane now that the bus is here. It's not doing it, is it? Why are we not seeing... Look, I mean... Oh, okay. Alright, here we are. Because the stewardess was nagging them, probably. I hope you had a lovely flight. Bulgaria's lovely this time of year. Cool. How cool does this look, though? Oh, you want to know about add-ons which are... Oh, that's the APU finally powered itself down. Yeah, add-ons which... There's an add-on coming, or is already out. I'm trying to remember what it does. It's something to do with dogs. Yeah, I know, on a flight sim. Is it like pets or friends or something? Pet or friend or something like that? And it's for use with small planes. There's a mod where you can add it to any plane. There's a campfire mod or a camping mod. It can be added to any plane. Obviously, adding it to an Airbus or a Boeing is stupid and useless and pointless. But on the small planes, especially like the Wilga, you know, the one that the bush planes, where it just lands anywhere, and the one that comes with the guitar, that plane that I have. Well, you can set out like a camping area, right? But there's also an add-on which has got dogs, so you can select, I think there's one of like 12 different breeds of dogs, and I don't know, I guess it just keeps you company outside. Oh, I don't know. And it's like, this is getting, in a way it's getting all a little bit silly, but in another way it's kind of cool that if the flight sim can do all of this. Have your little pet dog next to you on a flight. Why not? That's kind of cool. I would be into something like that because it's doggies. Yeah, this bus isn't going to be enough. You're going to need another one, buddy. Are we counting the amount of people getting off the plane? That's pretty full now. Yeah, you're going to have to Yeah, another one. I don't know why they just didn't bring 2 buses straight away, but it'd just been a lot easier. We've got 55 passengers out. Yeah. Man, that bus, I love it. It's so wide. It's like something out of Total Recall. I wonder why at airports they have buses with completely blanked off wheels. I don't know. I think this adds a lot of the a lot to the immersion of the flight and everything. Makes you, I don't know, it gives you that impression that you've literally just flown these people from Greece. So if I wanted to now, I could bring the fuel truck over, stick about 5 tons of fuel in, and fly it back to Athens, empty. Just take it back.
Is on its way.
We could do that.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Oh yeah, the fuel truck's coming now. Alright, because the thing, that's done. Cool. So the fuel will be coming.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Now, I don't know if it's going to ask me about the fuel, because different planes do it in different ways, where you program it in the plane first. So there goes the first batch of passengers. Yeah, so you'd have like, you'd put your fuel in, say, blah 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 blah, here, and then you would set it to
position.
Fuel truck is in position.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Do not load fuel just yet. Okay, I will not. Oh, it hasn't. This isn't the fuel truck that has the digital display on that shows you how much fuel is going in and also how much it's costing you in dollars. Oh yeah, it does. So this is be the amount of fuel and the amount in dollars that fuel's going to cost you. So
please use your airplane fuel system to
you can now use load aircraft from Fenix EFB now. Okay, so basically it's 5 tons. So I want 5 tons in total, so it's going to be 4,100 pretty much. There he goes, pumping it in. It's very cool, isn't it? If there's dogs, it's not silly. Exactly. I agree totally. You wait to see the price of this, guys. I don't know if he's going to fill up the whole 5 tons, or if he's just going to go and fill up the remainder to meet the 5 tons. You know, I don't know. Are the rest of the passengers getting off now? Yeah. So this is the second bus that's come. And the rest of the passengers getting off now. It's cool, eh? Very, very cool. But they should have been boarding the plane as well. But for some reason, in Greece, everybody just instantly piled onto the plane. That could have been maybe my EFB, that I boarded the passengers instantly. While using the iPad. Maybe I shouldn't have done it that way. I want to see whether he goes to 5 or 4,100 and something, whatever it was. Yeah, see what he does, and then right at the end when it's done, it'll ding up a price in dollars. But there's only 5 digits here, so it's not going to be that expensive, right? Because there has to be a digit for the dollar sign.
Do you want to deboard crew?
The crew can go, the pilots have to stay.
Crew bus is coming.
There you go. Oh, there you go. It's $6,020. $6,000 for that. $6,020. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, that's a lot of money. So I don't know what did he get to? What number? And I don't know what he was doing it in, because it doesn't work the way I'm thinking, does it? Oh, ice cream man. Oh no, that's for the crew. So it doesn't work the way I'm thinking, because on the plane you are putting in the fuel in weight, in kilos, whereas
Boarding starting.
on the fuel truck it's doing it in gallons, and it's doing it in gallons, and the measurement is pounds, not kilos. So yeah. All right, thank you ladies for entertaining the passengers on this flight. One at the back as well. They get their own little bus as well. I think the pilots would get on this one too. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether the pilots have their own bus as well. Don't want to be seen travelling with the riffraff, I guess. Are you coming out too? Hello? Woman on back of plane, are you coming out?
Who has deboarded?
Oh, she's disappeared. Look, it actually says Sofia Airport on it. Cool. Well, I guess that's it. I assume that the stairs have to stay here for the pilot, co-pilot to get out. However, though, if he is going to fly back to Athens, we need to keep him on board, where the stewardesses can just go and get a bite to eat and chill out. There it goes. So, how would we get the pilots off now, or have we missed our opportunity? They just look like casual pilots, don't they? I've got the wrong setting in the... Okay, so how do I get rid of the stairs now? Can we? Can. So now we're trapped on the plane, we can't get out. Oops. Someone's got to bring the plane down. And that concludes our flight. Smoky chimneys. Yeah, it's been okay. It wasn't perfect, but we got a good takeoff. We had a decent cruise. The descent was iffy, but at least we got a good landing. Nice buttery landing there. Some, I don't know, these look like kind of bespoke buildings almost. So this is Sofia. Cooling towers. Got the stuff there. I have an add-on for that, for adding pylons, so perhaps that's what's doing it. I don't know. Haven't been anywhere near Bulgaria, so interesting to see what it looks like. Yeah. All right. That was cool. Before I disappear, don't know where I saw about the dogs. See if I can find something. No, I don't know where it is at the moment. I saw it on a video, I think. Yeah, it was a little. I saw it just a little bit after seeing the campsite mode or campsite, I think. Trying to bring it up on my browser here. I wonder if it's on the market. I saw it on the marketplace. Have a look. I've seen it somewhere. That's a great plane. Boeing's 247D, isn't it? Or is it the DC-3? DC-3, I think. I don't know. Don't. It's obvious I don't know. Both are good planes, though. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know if it was here that I saw it. Or on a video. There's some I do. What the hell is that? Jesus. Look at this thing. This is popular at the moment. The Antonov. It's huge. Like just big. Camp. Yeah, it's camp out utility. Is this the one? Let me have a look at some screenshots. See? Doggies, look. Yes, this is it. Does not require the 42 Freedom Fox or the Fox 2. An add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, please. That allows you to take camping equipment on board any aircraft. Set up camp anywhere in the world you want to call home for a night or a week. It's not scenery, it's live and dynamic object placement and management, all via in-sim menu system. So kind of like GSX, right? This unique add-on provides an opportunity to combine the serenity and beauty of flying with the peaceful vibes of camping. When you find that special spot in the world you want to make your own, you'll know exactly why flying is optional. So works with any aircraft anywhere. Now he's brought 3 dogs on a helicopter. That's dangerous. Lose control. Don't act so innocent. Give me that sideways head look. He already looks like he knows he's been naughty. This Dalmatian here. Yeah. Let me pack and unpack button. It's similar to that guitar and camp stuff that the Wilga plane brings. 17 popular dog breeds to choose from and place in the open world. I wonder if there's one that looks like Rusty. In-sim management of product and features, overlays and placeable object, custom sounds. Kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah, so you got your tent and your seats and whatnot. And for a plane like the Wilga or something like that, it's ideal to do that. Like I would say like a video, to make a video of my camping trip or something. My camping trip in msfs or something like that. It's cool. And it's got 4.9 out of 5, 37 people. Didn't Parallel 42 do the Wilga? Are they not the same folks? Oops. Way up here. Oh no, that's got friends. Okay. Yeah, this is the plane I'm talking about, the Wilga. Kabunk. Where's the... One with the big tires version. Oh, I've not seen that before. Caravan. Yeah, that's that one. That little fella. Very, very short takeoff and landing abilities, this thing. Does not need a lot of room to take off at all. Yeah, once you start moving, it's up immediately, almost. Crazy. Yeah, so a plane like these kind of bush planes, it's perfect for that. All right, there we go. We're done. It's only 6 o'clock in the morning for me, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Stay awake as long as possible. Have a couple of hours in the afternoon, and then bank the rest tonight. That's the plan. Or maybe get a couple of hours. Get a couple of hours more in as soon as I can. Maybe, instead of going late. That might be better. Once I'm back on track with me sleep, I'll be back on track with me videos. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I didn't keep you up or away from work. Till the next time, till the next flight, until the next live stream. We'll catch you later. Thank you, Mr. Budman. You too, mate. Ta-ta.